Man, stop it. You ain't been here no goddamn Brinks going down no hell. Shit. Yeah. DT the kid. Yeah, man, this look like the same. Give me the message. Man, what type of shit do these dudes got going on here, man? Da-da-da, da-da-da, da-da-da. Gatorade. check what the name of the goddamn spot is. Ain't that a bitch? Never catering to none. Yo, what y'all doing? How y'all doing tonight? This morning? Morning, night? What y'all doing tonight? Y'all up partying? How y'all doing tonight? How y'all doing tonight? Oh, they still got stores open out here tonight. Okay. What y'all doing tonight? I'm still out here working. Y'all up working? What y'all doing? Holla, holla. Come on, holla at me, y'all. Harris Teeter. What y'all doing? How y'all living out there tonight? What school is this? What the hell? That's wild. Where y'all at tonight? Put it in the comments. You fucking right. This shit don't happen overnight. Let tonight. Put it in the comments. Oh yeah, we back out here. Come on, where y'all at, man? I'm trying to interact with y'all. Y'all ain't acting right. So you gotta interact with your goddamn subscribers. Whoa! Why else would we hustle? But to do fly shit. Anybody out there? Anybody there? Somebody say something. Body like a porn star in the head game killer. Somebody say something out there. Don't be shy now. Shawty shoulders a keeper, and I ain't gonna let her trip on who she's. Just make sure you bust it down for me. Time is, sun is, promise. Come on, man, somebody say something. There. It's like King Midas. What's up? What's up? Just put it in the comments. Body like a porn star in the head game killer. Somebody wants to touch you well. Shorty shoulders a keeper. I ain't gonna never trip on who you see. Sure you bust it down for me. Still waiting. My life. Put a Max Julian movie in. Is it still? Is it there? Head I call tails. What for your hunt? Two shifts. True. Body like a porn star. And the head game killer. Somebody must have taught you well. Shorty is a keeper. For me, body like a porn star. And the head game killer. Somebody must have taught you well. I ain't gonna never trip on who you see. Sure you bust it down for me.
Free. He wants you to give him a lot of love, respect.
Oh shit, that is not what I wanted to do. Just make sure you bust it down for
Requirements that actually just take a little bit extra time and attention from you, but you expect for him to provide for you financially in every way possible. You want him to take care of your hair, your nails, get you a new car, pay your rent, make sure all your bills is paid, do all the little experiences that you want to do, take you to a 5-star restaurant, and not for nothing, a lot of people can't even name a 5-star restaurant, but you want him to find one and take you there and pay that bill, and you can't.
Just make sure you bust it down for me.
It's to do excessive cardio. And I start prioritizing eating foods and macronutrient meals. The grogginess and fatigue I used to have will literally disappear, and that is all. Carnival Cruise Line is not like black people, and they don't want black people taking their cruises, okay? It started off with the speakers telling people that they can't bring speakers no more. Why would you not want people to be able to bring speakers and listen to their own music? Anyway, now Carnival has banned rap music on their cruises. Now, I've been seeing little posts here and there the last couple of days that Carnival is not playing rap music in the clubs no more. But this morning I actually saw a video of somebody in the club. There was nobody on the dance floor, and they were literally playing soca music. And the caption was like how they asked the DJ if the DJ could play some rap music in the club, and the DJ let them know that they're not allowed to play rap music anymore. So they put on soca. Now y'all tell me, a place that does not allow rap music and rap music only, no other type of music is not allowed to be played but rap music. Y'all please tell me, what is the demographic of people that they're trying to keep away? And Carnival, y'all got some nerve because y'all are mad dirty, y'all mad cheap, y'all mad ghetto. Every time I see a video of Carnival, the stairways is all rusty. Y'all got a whole documentary out here about how y'all ships be catching on fire and shit mixed with piss all on the walls, all on the floors, and y'all got beef with rap music. I think y'all have bigger fish to fry. And it's so crazy because I've never been on a cruise, and I always said, like, when I go on a cruise with, like, me and my homegirls, like, without my kids, we're going to go on Carnival because it seems like that's the fun. I would bring my kids in, like, high volume areas. Like, I would take my kids on one of those, like, calmer cruises. Oh, yeah, but now Carnival won't be seeing you, baby.
I don't really think that Carnival is tripping about it at all. And I knew that this was coming, right? I knew that it was coming. The minute that they did the Pop the Fan song, whatever that song is, and I started videos and people were saying, let me tell you the statement that I know that everything's about to go south. When people say, a time was had, baby, a time was had. I see women saying that, it's a wrap. Now, I'm not a cruise guy because I just don't. I'm not
Can't
feeling it.
mess
It's
with
not
that
my type
water
of
like
thing.
that.
In most instances, I actually want to experience the place that I visit. And so, you know, anytime I go overseas or anything like that, then I just rock out like that. Plus, you know, for what it is, I always need to be connected and the internet got to be popping. But the fact of the matter is that can I be honest? This demographic of people that is making sure that they're dropping their kids off so that they can go and take a cruise and then they talking nonsense. And if you need to bring your speakers on there, then that's not really the space that I need to be in anyway, because as an older gentleman that tends to want to spend a little bit more money and wants a lot more peace, I'm not feeling that. Like, for the little baby girls and all that, baby girl, I know that this is more than wave. And when you start to see fights, I actually see video of a fight on a Carnival cruise. It just went south from there. But what I'm really wondering, because again, we got to introduce the conversation of black fatigue, is how come people just can't control themselves? How come when you start to see travesty in places that it's not supposed to hit when it comes to ghettoing it out,
Are you on?
Then why was you always out in the first place? I'm gonna tell you why. Because they lowered the price, they made it cheaper, and they made it available for Carnival Afterpay. And so Carnival, I believe, in theory, haven't read anything, haven't talked to anybody, not even interested in reaching out because it's really not that deep of a conversation. In theory, what I would think is that Carnival is trying to weed out the ghetto elements. She said, "Oh, no, I'm gonna take my money somewhere else." So you think that they're gonna allow for you to be able to, do ghetto shit on other platforms just because you're you, just because you don't want to go to Carnival? It's a reason, and I don't even think that this is a warranted stereotype. They call Carnival the spirit of the seas. But you got all of these little hood rats and these little chicks over here running around talking about what they gonna do on Carnival and all of this stuff. And nah, you'll be back. You'll be back because y'all like cruising. You like cruising at a certain price point, and it makes it easier. And I don't think that y'all willing to pay the extra monies to go and ghetto find other platforms and make it seem like y'all don't want to do it the way that they do it anyway. I went in the airport yesterday because I was flying back from DC because we had to meet up. And I promise you, 3 out of every 4 black women that was in the airport that had on their bonnets, they had a septum ring, a nose septum ring, and they had on flip-flops. Crazy how stereotypes work. Here's another woman that's speaking about it. Check it out. And then look at it. Look at her. Same kid. Every single time. Same kid. No matter when, what, how. Look, literally.
At Granger, we're the ones who pay attention to every little detail. The ones who bust, tinker, and sweat the small stuff. Because you know the tiniest thing can make the biggest difference when it comes to keeping business moving.
Tats. And they probably got on the sandals.
So is it just me, or is Carnival Cruise sending a clear message that they don't want a certain type of people?
Before we get into this video, let me ask you a question. Why is it that all different brands, it's a certain stores, certain cruises, certain places, locations, Miami, it's always the one demographic and group of people that are always the ones that people have to send a clear message to.
Just black people on their own. So I've been seeing videos. Me and my family go on a family cruise every year. I've never been on a cruise where there's been a fight. I've never been on a cruise where there has even been an argument. I know what happens, but it seems like the
So you
ones
do know what happens. Okay.
out of every 1,000 cruise they go on a year, y'all try to promote that only black people be fighting and stuff on the boat when most of the videos y'all see a group of black people actually vibing. The last video I just seen,
She going based off of social media.
it was a group like after the club, they were doing flips in the hallway, like having a flip contest. It's normally just fun, but these bands are becoming very targeted. So first they banned speakers, then they
Very
banned
targeted.
fans, like the hand fans. So they was playing boots on the ground. So no more boots on the ground. They banned fans. So
Good.
now they have a
Night,
dress code
friend.
in the nightclub, which I've never seen that before.
Night.
This
Go.
dude had his shirt
Night.
open, and a man came up to him and told him to close his shirt.
Yeah, you might want to close your shirt, big dog. I'm not really sure what the problem is for making sure that people keep their shirts closed.
I've never seen that. It's a hot ass cruise. We in the Caribbean, and it's hot as fuck. Then
Smoke detector.
y'all are now.
Hey, hold on. Did y'all hear the
Smoke detector.
Did y'all hear the smoke detector?
Told you.
Listen.
As fuck. Then y'all are now banning rap music in a club. So everybody else gets to have their night of music. There's 80s night, 90s night, and rock and country, but no rap music. It's a clear message that the showing. Me and my family, we, like I said, we take a cruise every year. But after seeing all of these bans and how targeted they're becoming towards black people, this might be the last year we take a
Ghetto black people. But I don't think they tripping.
cruise on Carnival, and we have to find us another cruise line because I don't like it.
Please don't go to no other cruise lines. Please don't. Please. For the love of God. Because I don't even think it's about black people. I think it's about ghetto black people.
We are your biggest demographic of people who
How does she know that?
book on your cruise.
Listen, y'all. Let me know what y'all think inside of the comments. Make sure y'all tap into the Patreon. Link is in the description. TJ Henley, 40% off your first order, 20% off for life. I love y'all. Appreciate you. I'll catch you guys later. Let me know what y'all think inside of the comments.
Need better internet than 5G? The search is over. Get Cox Internet for just $40 a month when you add Cox Mobile. It has faster, more reliable speeds than 5G home internet. Switch today.
What's going on, everyone, and welcome back to Stoic Context. Today we are going to react to a Kevin Samuels video. Before we get into it, make sure you guys like and subscribe. I'll be saving my commentary for the end of the video, so stay tuned for that.
Hi, Kevin.
You called in the other day.
Yes, I did. Hi.
How are you? Where are you calling from?
Georgia, Atlanta.
Okay, what you got for me?
Okay. So, I agree with you that I think it's most women who aren't being raised correctly, and I don't think it's so much of a lack of men. I know for me personally, like you said, like you told me, like you asked me the other night, you said, who's teaching you how to be a wife? And I didn't get to respond, but I'm responding now, and I would say that really a lot of what I'm learning about being a wife is from self-help books, like the book that you mentioned, the five love languages. I actually have that book. Also, different women on YouTube and pages that I follow on Facebook. That's really where I'm learning my advice from, because even a lot of women in church.
How old are you?
26.
And Anthony Perkins, you're right. Yeah, I get on men all the time. Okay, so let's assume you get all the information that's out there, all the best information. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Who are you practicing on?
No one at the moment, but any guy that.
See. Let me think about what I just asked you.
Uh-huh.
Would you want to be the person somebody practiced on?
No.
Then why do you think a guy wants to be practiced on?
Well, how do you?
But let's think. Hold on. Just think about what I said. I know what you're gonna say. Well, then how do you not do that? But think about what I'm saying. See, what I'm asking women like yourself to do is start to consider men as human beings. You ladies know everything you want. You have your list, your expectations. But men, in effect, are just walking wallets and penises. And to the fact that you don't even really know men to where you can say, I'm learning this, I'm learning that, and I'm reading this and reading that. Yeah, but then there's going to have to be a human being on the other side. And in effect, you're going to be practicing on them. And this is the problem this is why when I was talking to the matchmaker, wife school might be good, because they could bring people in there to practice on. Because if I were to take you on a date, I wouldn't want you practicing on me. Because would you want me practicing on you? Ooh, would you want me practicing on you? Think about when we was kids. Unmute yourself. Let's have a conversation. Unmute yourself.
Okay, sorry.
When you were a kid, so were you the one that's still a virgin?
Yes.
All right. So you're the one that haven't even kissed anybody?
No, I have.
All right. So how'd you learn French kiss?
I've done that before, yes.
Who'd you practice that with?
Some boy in my neighborhood growing up.
Right. And y'all practiced in your neighborhood. But then when was the first time you actually did it with somebody you wanted to kiss?
When I was older, like a teenager.
Do you think he would have wanted to be the one you practice with?
He was practicing too.
Well, see, the point is, a lot of these adult skills, a lot of you ladies don't have them, and then you're going to go out here and practicing on people. These are the guys that, okay, back up. It's not fair. It's not cool. But you're going to have to figure out, remember that they're human beings on the other side. Because all the information you're getting is fine, but you got to get out with and deal and talk to guys. That's who you're going. You need to realize that when you go out with them, they're getting somebody who doesn't really know how to be in a relationship. Right?
Well, yes.
So it changes.
Well, I was gonna.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say that everything that I learned from books, from watching shows like yours, and from other YouTubers and blogs that I read, I put that stuff in the application whenever I'm talking with the guys. So like if we go on a date or something, like can I give you an example?
Go ahead, let's find it out.
Okay. So the last date I was on, he was a very nice guy, and I had all these things in my mind that that I've learned. And so I've learned that, one thing to start with is when a guy is talking, you be quiet and you listen and you don't interrupt. And so, I was actively listening to him, and I was aware of how I was being, like, when he was talking, how I'm making sure that I'm actively listening, that I'm looking like I'm interested, not looking bored, not, just looking like I'm actively listening, right? And not interrupting him, wait until he's completely finished with his thought. Mm-hmm. And so these are things that I have put into application. And so when you say they wouldn't want to be someone to be practiced on, I feel like, if you're going on a date with someone and you want to make it work, you're going to put these things into practice, because what you've been doing in the past hasn't been working. So you're going to try something new.
How old was he?
He was 28.
All right. What I mean by practicing is, it's easy to say you're behind in dating. 26 and you're still right across that path. Yes, you're gonna have to practice with somebody, but here's the net of it. Are you trying to save your virginity till you're married?
Yes.
Is this a Christian thing?
Yes.
Then you're gonna need an arranged marriage.
Why? I've never. I don't think so, Kevin.
Okay. Of course, I don't know what I'm talking about.
I'm not saying.
Of course, I don't know. Of course. See, I said you're gonna need an arranged marriage. You say you don't think so. Okay. So, how long do you think you should be dating someone from day one before you guys get married?
I would say 6 months to a year, maybe a year and a half.
Okay. So, you expect a man to wait a year and a half. Listen, you expect me to wait a year and a half to have sex with you?
I'm actually talking to a guy right now.
That's a yes or no?
Yes.
All right. And in the time I'm waiting for you, you expect me to have sex with no one?
Yes.
Right. Why would I do that?
Well,
think about, listen to what I'm about to say. Don't tell me how great a Wonder Woman you are. I'm an attractive, successful, eligible bachelor. The kind of man you would want to marry. So that means that there are a lot of women who would want to date me, right?
Sure.
Why should I have to wait 18 months to have sex with a virgin? After I bought you.
Well, because I believe a man of honor and character is going to save himself.
Right. That's not, right. And tell me how many of those people exist in Atlanta. See, you're in fantasy world.
If you believe a man, that's not practical. That's why I said you need an arranged marriage because you are on the open dating market. Girl, we're in a hookup culture. Do you not realize I can go on this thing right here and get laid in under 3 hours? Swipe left, swipe right. I don't think you really understand that you're in an open dating market. You expect a happy, healthy, successful man to meet you, date you, invest a year and a half to get to what, have sex with you for the first time on our wedding night, and in the process not have anybody. That's unrealistic for the way the dating environment is. How to make that happen? You need to go ahead and get an arranged marriage to the church. But here's the thing: you're not gonna get hellified attraction or love. You want it all. You want a man
He's from
who's gonna be
Israeli.
everything you want him to be. Plus, you want to be attracted to him. Plus, you want him to wait almost 2 years. That's laughable.
No, Kevin, I didn't say 2 years. I said 6 months to maybe a year and a half, but ideally 6 months to a year, because I'm not one of the people who subscribe to think that two people have to be together before they get married years and years. I don't think it takes that long.
Ladies, how many people in the chat room think that this makes sense? That a man is going to meet a woman and he's not a virgin. She is. And he's going to go completely without sex for the duration of dating her. Is going to ask her to be his wife. Going to go through the duration of the engagement, not having sex, to wait until marriage. Ladies, in the chat room, ladies, if you think this makes any sense, if you think this is likely, ladies, put a 9 in the chat room. Ladies only. If you think it's likely, put a 9 in the chat room. Let's see what the women have to say.
Put a 9 in the chat room.
I mean,
The ladies are saying nope, 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 nope. I've not seen 1 9 yet. Zeros, but no 9s. Nope, 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 no Felicia. Nope, 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 nope.
but Kevin, the guy who I'm talking to right now, he says that he actually wants to wait until marriage,
Okay.
even though he's not a virgin.
Okay.
He says that he asked me my beliefs. He asked me my beliefs. He said, "Do you believe in having sex
Right,
before
and so you
marriage?"
plan on, and how long you been dating this guy?
No, we're not dating. We're just
Exactly.
getting to know each other.
Exactly. So what are you talking about? You're counting somebody who's not even you're dating.
No, I'm saying because you said that it's
Okay, you're
unrealistic,
right,
but I'm
you're
saying
right,
there
you're
are men
right,
out
you're
there
right.
like that.
Look. Guys
There
will
are
say-
men like that who exist.
Right. I don't believe. Here's the thing. You say he's not a virgin,
No, he's not.
but yet he wants to become a second reborn virgin. See, you don't see. You see, the reason you should be quiet now and listen is because you're so inexperienced in this and such a novice that you don't seem to understand game. Men will say a lot of things. Girl, please. What I'm telling you is what's out here. You can believe what you want to, and the problem is really this. People don't wait till the marriage. People don't wait till married to have sex. That's a very old-fashioned notion. I get that that's what you like, but you're in the wrong country, in the wrong faith. So I said, if you want to have this happen, you would be better off finding a man who is a virgin, because that would be more likely. And the reason you would find somebody who's a virgin is because this is a spiritual belief. That's why I said an arranged marriage.
An
But
arranged
it's in the
marriage.
Bible, Kevin.
All right. And see, this is again the black woman pathology: shame, insults, guilt, and here's what we're seeing: the need to be right. So what's in the Bible?
I mean, can I tell you? It's called fornication, Kevin.
I don't care.
Fornication. It's a
So
real
what?
concept in the Bible.
Again, so what? So is your
What do you mean?
So is your rebellious nature and that thing that's behind your teeth, your tongue.
Yeah, but are you saying that
In the
God
Bible,
changes over time?
see, in the Bible, if we're gonna go to the Bible, you should be debating with me, woman. If we're gonna talk about the Bible, you should be taming that thing in your mouth, woman.
Kevin, why aren't you getting so upset?
I'm not upset. I just said if you want to do the Bible, I'll do the Bible with you. You should not even be debating with me.
woman. That should not
Okay,
be.
but
See.
what about God said no sex before marriage?
Again,
It's
woman.
called fornication.
Again, woman. If you want to go Bible, you are out of line, woman.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are, woman. This is why we are falling right now, because women, your Jezebel spirit is out of line. It's sassy and out of line. This is why Eve went off and did what the hell she wanted to do with the apple, and Adam said, no, we ain't supposed to mess with that, woman. If you want to go Bible, I'll go Bible with you. But I don't think you're going to like their outcome.
I mean, I'm up for the challenge.
Really? What's your role in the world? What's a woman's purpose?
A woman's purpose is to be a helpmate to her husband.
Right. That's your only purpose. So
Yes.
so you're not living according to your purpose because you don't have a husband.
That's
Your
correct.
motivating factor, your North Star is to be somebody's wife.
Yes, that's correct.
And you'll find that the wife find a good thing, but you're not a wife.
Yeah.
No, you're not a wife because you're disagreeable. That's one of the main things about being a wife.
Just because I disagree on this one thing doesn't mean that I have a disagreeable spirit.
And you do have a and that makes you disagreeable, which makes you unfit for marriage, means you're not even living according to God's purpose, woman.
That doesn't mean that I don't know the Bible.
And you're still over talking me, woman. When I start speaking, woman, you should be quiet because your place is beneath mine, woman.
Kevin,
Woman.
you're playing mind games.
I'm not playing mind games. I know the Bible, woman. So I can't
If
say
you know the Bible, you would know what God said about
I know it,
fornication.
but I also know what he says about you before we even get to fornication, woman.
Okay, but what do you have to say about
You're not to
fornication?
lecture or quote. You're not to lecture or talk. You're not even supposed to quote scriptures to me, woman.
Okay, but you're not telling the truth, though.
Woman.
Kevin, you're not telling the truth.
You're not even in the right place, woman.
I mean, whatever you want to say, Kevin, but
No, that's not what I want to say.
the Bible is the Bible, and it doesn't change over time.
You want to do the Christian thing, woman.
I know we live in a hookup culture, but that
It
doesn't
doesn't
change the
matter.
Bible.
You're the one talking about the Bible and Christianity, woman. But listen to your rebellious spirit, woman.
I don't ever be rebellious.
Yes, you are.
No,
Yes, you are, woman.
If I was
So a
rebellious,
Christian woman is supposed to argue with a Christian man.
you're not a Christian man because you're not telling the truth.
I'm not a Christian man. Oh, really? Now you're bearing.
No, you're not.
Excuse me. Now you're bearing false witness. You actually. Now, be careful.
You're bearing false witness because you're not addressing what it says in
Now
the
I'm about to
Bible.
get ignorant with you. You're going to actually tell me you're not a Christian?
I am saying that if you are a
All
Christian,
right,
you're
I'm
not
going
living right.
to bid you good night. This is why so much is wrong with the black church. Women like her really believe they are Christians and really believe the stuff that they're saying. This is why men have fled the church, right? This is why you will never. You're a waste of prayer. Have a good night.
What a crazy episode. This Christian woman came in and for a second I really thought she was an NPC. She's a Christian woman coming in here trying to tell another man, Christian man, that he's wrong and he doesn't know what he's talking about. Now what Kevin was trying to get her to understand is if you actually read the Bible, your job is to make sure you cater and you submit to a man. You get married. But it just goes to show that women like this read the Bible, interpret it in the way they interpret it, and then go out into the world pushing it.
Interpret how you
Even
want
though
to
it's clear as
interpret.
day, they're still trying to sit there and push She has at least if she disagrees. Not only does she disagree, she's then calling this man out of his, of basically his name, saying you're not a Christian. Calling him out of his character, saying you're not a Christian. Because you're not agreeing with me on this one specific thing. And what you did actually, which is the funny part. Straight manipulation. Even pushing a button as hard as she is. Being a straight manipulator is actually a sin.
Go ahead, man. Yeah, so I have a question for you. A very simple question.
Yes,
You're old.
I am 22.
How's your father?
My father is in his 40s, his late 40s.
So he's younger than me.
Yes.
When you speak to your father, do you speak to him in the same manner that you speak to me?
Yes, I'm extremely respectful to him. And yeah, I do.
You think
Very respectful.
this is respectful?
Yes, Kevin. I've always been respectful to you. I've told you that I enjoy your show. I love your show. It's great.
Right. What can I do for you tonight?
So, on the topic of high value and being a high value woman, on my journey, something that I've noticed is when it comes to dark-skinned black men in particular,
We're not doing that. No, we're not doing that. That's a non-starter. You will leave colorism, you will leave race out. You will speak on the topic. I did not bring race up once.